Belarus hosted the Netherlands in Minsk, hoping to reach the World Group semi-finals for the first time, having been promoted in their last campaign. Paul Haarhuis's Dutch side was seeking back-to-back appearances in the last four. They had also won each of the three contests between the two nations, including their most recent meeting in 2014. And it was 22-year-old Aleksandra Sasnovich up against the double specialist Michaela Krajicek. Sasnovich had the edge on her opponent in the early exchanges, producing some nice ground strokes from the baseline. But it was Krajicek who ended up taking the first set. The Dutch player ranked over 100 places below her opponent, but showing no sign of nerves. Sasnovich wasn't letting up though, and came up with some creative shot-making to get herself back in the match early in the second set. And as the Belarusian's confidence grew, she sealed the second set with an ace to send the first rubber into a decider. Belarus were without Victoria Azarenka, but the 128th ranked Sasnovich was too strong in the end, winning her 10th Fed Cup singles rubber to put the first point on the board for Belarus. Into the second rubber, and it was a rookie Belarusian in world number 142, Aryna Sabalenka, with a daunting task against the French Open semi-finalist Kiki Bertens. But Sabalenka was drawing inspiration from the home crowd and came roaring into the match, showing great power from the baseline in taking the first set by 6-3. Kiki Bertens is no slouch around the court though, and the world number 24 showed some of the form that gave her such a successful 2016. It went into a tie-break and Bertens held her nerve to take it 8-6 and once again move us into a deciding third set. A decisive break in the third game proved enough, the Netherlands winning the third set 6-4 to make it 1-1 in the tie after day one. All to play for on day two. Bertens was back on court in the opening reverse singles in her first tour-level meeting with Aleksandra Sasnovich. The pressure on the key player in the Dutch side, but it was the Belarusian who started the stronger. Some great touch at the net to make it 3-love. And serving to stay in the first set, Bertens did crack a little, double faulting to hand the initiative to Belarus. 6-3, Sasnovich taking the first set. Kiki Bertens was on an 8-match winning streak in Fed Cup singles, but was up against it once again in the second set. Sasnovich played with great maturity to go toe-to-toe with a superior opponent. Some great defensive play and grabbing a crucial point for her country. Belarus leading 2-1 in the tie. Onto the fourth rubber, and 18-year-old Aryna Sabalenka was given the task of trying to bring this one home for Belarus, up against Michaela Krajicek. Krajicek knew she had to win to keep her side in it, and she came up with some of her best tennis of the tie so far, early in the first set. Her opponent Sabalenka might be outside the top 100 at the moment, but it doesn't seem like that will be the case for long if the evidence of this match is anything to go by. The first set went into a tie-break and Sabalenka showed her impressive power from the back of the court to take it 7-5. Belarus now one set away from a first semi-final appearance in the Fed Cup. And Sabalenka's great form continued, breaking in the fifth game to put her within touching distance of winning the tie for her country. And she did just that not long after. Too much power for Krajicek in the end, and history made in Minsk for Belarus. they'll face Switzerland in the final four.
Decisive.